This is Jam Nation.
With Jonesy and Amanda.
We can't mention our next guest's name without talking about cricket. Mark Taylor, a former Australian captain, opening batsman, all-rounder, slip fielder, just an extraordinary cricketer. And when he's not on our telly spruiking air conditioners, he does a very good job, he's spending time in the commentary box. He's joining us now to talk about the T20 Australia takes on New Zealand in the World Cup, the Men's World Cup tomorrow night. Mark Taylor, hello.
Good morning, Amanda, and good morning, Jones.
How are you, mate? No one acts better when it comes to being cold or hot than you. I really believe it. When you're sitting there freezing, I go, look, Tubby's really cold. And then when you're really hot, I go, look, Tubby's really hot.
Jonesy, do you think I get an Oscar for that? Or what?
I think you should. I think there should.
Or not?
I think there should be some sort of category for that at the Logies, at the very least.
Wouldn't you think? You are being ripped off.
Well, I agree.
Well, let's talk about the World Cup. So we, the Australian T20 team, the men's, beat New Zealand in the final last time. This time, it's the first match to kick it all off.
Absolutely. It starts tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, Sydney time, that is, yeah. And it's a big game, obviously, for both sides. It's a very short tournament, this one. It starts and finishes in about 3 weeks. So every game vitally important because they've got 6 teams in 2 pools, or 6 teams in each pool, should I say, and you've really got to win 4 of your 5 games. If you lose, I think 2 games are a chance of missing the semis. So this first game, Australia v New Zealand, always a great competitive match when we take on our friends across the ditch. But tomorrow, vitally important to see where both sides are at.
Some big names playing. We've got Pat Cummins, Dave Warner, Steve Smith, Mitchell Starc, Josh Hazelwood. Big lineup.
Absolutely. Aaron Finch is at the top of the order, back in a bit of form. Steve Smith, the big news is, may not play, what I'm hearing. Tim David, a young guy who's made his way into T20 cricket, looks like he's going to bat at 6 or 7, and Steve Smith might be carrying the drinks, which is probably a real shock when you've got, potentially the world's best test batsman, maybe not playing for Australia in a T20 match. So that's a bit of news coming into tomorrow night's game.
I know you retired before T20 started, but it was probably 3 years after you retired. But do you think, oh man, if only they'd come on a bit sooner, I could be still out there?
Absolutely not. I don't think T20 cricket and me would have seen eye to eye. I love my test cricket. I didn't mind one-day cricket, but that was certainly not. I wasn't great at that either. So I think T20 might have been a bridge too far for me, but I certainly enjoy watching it and look forward to not so much calling it, but hosting it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And so is this a completely different skill set? If you can be a good cricketer but not necessarily be good at T20?
Absolutely, Amanda. It's a real sound bite of the game, this T20 cricket. And as I said a moment ago, it's why someone like Steve Smith may not play for Australia. A lot of these young players now are coming up just learning to hit the ball hard, where 30 years ago when I came up through the ranks, it was about staying in, batting long periods of time to make runs. Now it's going out there and potentially hitting the first or second ball you face for 4 or 6. So it's a very different skill. You can become a hero by making 20, whereas you used to get chastised for making 20 as a batsman in my time. So the games are very, very different.
Yeah, and you've got to go out there and do stuff like do the worm or the robot or something out on the field.
Do you?
That's what they got. It's about bringing the pizzazz.
Yeah, do you think I'd look good doing the worm?
I'd like to see you do
Actually, no. I have to work on those acting skills again, I think.
If you can act so convincingly as Mark Taylor hot and Mark Taylor cold, I don't think there's a problem with you doing the worm.
Katy Perry wrote that song for you.
I think that's a walk in the park for you. Mate, it's always great to talk to you. The 2022 ICC Men's T20 World Cup, 14 matches, including every Australia game and finals live and free on the 9 Network. And great to talk to you again, Tubby. Thank you.
Nice to talk to you too as well.